How did your journey with NetSuite begin?
Yeah, so I started my NetSuite journey as a client. So I was hired by a company out of San Francisco that was a unicorn at a time, and my main job was to select an ERP. This company was a product-based company, so they offer Bluetooth headsets, wearable devices, Bluetooth speakers, and so on. And so they had a heavy manufacturing and wholesale distribution need. And when I selected NetSuite, then at the time, this is over 10 years ago, the NetSuite was still building a lot of the manufacturing processes and modules that they have today. So I was selected as part of the customer advisory board for NetSuite in the manufacturing and supply chain space. And so that really gave us the opportunity to see how NetSuite evolved throughout the years, from being an ERP with basic manufacturing functions to now be able to to deliver very complex manufacturing processes, right? I mean, the functionality that is required to build and manufacture complex, products. And so now we complement this with tools like Blend Apps. So been on the NetSuite ecosystem since 2013, so 12 years now.
Could you share some details about your experience in manufacturing?
Yeah, so I started my career back in 2001, right after college, at a company called Flex or Flextronics. Flextronics is an EMS or contract manufacturing. It's one of the top 3 in the world. They are multinational. They are in 31 countries. They have over 2,000 production lines. And they build from consumer products all the way to aerospace and defense products. So I started my career there as a support engineer. And then I went through the corporate ladder until I became a vice president. At the end of my career in Flextronics, which lasted about 15 years, then I was in charge of all the ERP implementations, all the shop floor control systems, quality management systems, and all the client and solutions architecture, right, for integrating our systems, Flex systems, into our partners, so whether they are clients or suppliers. So quite a bit of experience on that space. We, Flextronics, used to focus on forward manufacturing, process manufacturing, and closures, wholesale distribution and logistics, as well as reverse logistics. So that's where I have, most of my expertise in manufacturing.
Which industries have you had the most success working with?
While we do tend to think of things more about what you're making than what specific industry you're in, we've had great success working with people in food and beverage, in health and beauty, in nutraceutical, and a little bit in pharmaceutical, in industrial chemicals, but also in agriculture, whether that be in fertilizer, animal feed, or animal supplements.
How do Bring IT and Blend Apps support businesses dealing with batch manufacturing, formulations, or hazardous materials?
So the challenges that we help people solve are the same things that we did in the real world as users ourselves. So you're starting with a really robust platform in NetSuite. You've got the backing of Oracle, you have the strongest financials in all of the ERP offerings globally, and then you have a strong basis of manufacturing. But then sometimes folks need to go a little bit further. So when you're talking about managing things that have a recipe, if you're doing batch manufacturing, if you're transacting in multiple units of measure, if you're getting into really detailed production scheduling, if you're talking about shipping hazardous materials, that's where we come in. And we don't think so much about specific industries that folks are in. We look at the world a little bit differently in the style of challenges that we solve. So we're looking at people that think about their products as formulations, not a bill of materials. We're talking to people that make stuff that runs, drips, and flows, and powders flow as well. So it's a little bit of a different mindset.